Hey folks, welcome back. It's been a little while. We've been just doing the normal thing lately. Not too much going on, um, and I haven't had much opportunity to get up on here because life ensues. But nonetheless, I've been contemplating renaming my channel to Bobby's Adventure Barn. I don't know why. I want to do something more with the channel than just sit here and bump my gums. Speaking of, today's gum bumping session is brought to you by hot cocoa. I'm foregoing the coffee for right now because my 10-year-old and I took a trip today to go scout a camping site. We're trying to find snow. We're trying to find deep snows. I want to go deep snow hot tent camping. I've been watching the videos. I've been getting all worked up, and I'm really antsy just to go find some snow and do some winter activities. Snowshoeing, sledding, yada, yada, yada. So on our way up to a mountain range today in west central Washington, we stopped by a little roadside coffee stand. Instead of getting coffee, we got cocoa. So I'm drinking cocoa today. And it's good, too. It's almost like they put those cocoa bomb things in there where it just dissolves and melts, and that's all it is, but it's really good. Anyhow, so back with that in mind, we made our way out because the roads were iced yesterday. This part of the country got hit up with a lot of ice, not really snow. And so everything was buried. Nothing was dry. Nothing was drivable yesterday. That didn't stop people from driving because on our way out, we turned out on U.S. Highway 12 going towards Yakima. And in a 20-mile stretch, I must have seen 20 cars and semi-trucks off in the ditch because they weren't really minding the icing on the road. They weren't cautious or wary of it. They just went driving, had accidents, and the tow trucks are working endlessly to get them out of the ditch. And this afternoon there were still cars in the ditches, both sides, and the tow trucks were working as quick as they could to get them out. And all these ones were ones that they were wrecked. They weren't getting pulled out, got stuck. They got ditched and wrecked and totaled out. So they're not driving them. They're not drivable anymore. So I hope the rest of the country is faring better, but I know that'd be a far cry to pray for because I've already heard, the decimation that's occurred across half the country from Montana to Texas all the way over to Maine and Florida. Pretty much, that whole half of the country has just got pounded with snow, freezing temperatures, bad stuff. Up here, we just got half-inch ice dumped on us, and it was bad. It was bad enough. I stayed home Friday I stayed home Thursday in case that system would have came in earlier. So, but yeah, but now I'm on vacation, and I am anxious to go find snow because we don't have any snow down here, and I'm bummed. See the tear come out of my eye? I'm bummed. All my buddies up in Alaska are like, "Yeah, we got snow up here, buddy. What's up?" I'm like, "You suck. Really? I would give anything to park my four-wheeler, my vehicle, and go pull out a snow machine and go joyride or go to work on a snow machine. Snowmobile for those of us that live down here." But yeah, so they're taunting me, and it's working. So I need to go find mountains and 4 feet of snow and set up the tent. So that's all we were attempting to do today. We didn't find the snow, but we did get to a point where we couldn't go any further because the road was shut down because of snow levels. So, let me rephrase that. We didn't see the snow, but we know it's up in the elevations, probably about the 4,000 foot mark right now. So, and that was going down a little bit south and east of here, towards Mount Adams area. Same area we went hunting a couple months ago. till a couple months ago, there was good snow. It was back in, well, not even a couple months ago. That was, yeah, middle of November. Yeah. So a month and a half ago, maybe. There was good snow up where we went, but now, I mean, it's melted up and the snow level is receded higher, if that makes sense. So I'm probably going to head north this week. I'm going to take, presumptively, I'm going to take 2 camping trips. One with the 10-year-old, because I have to take her to a campground where they have bathrooms. She's not accustomed to going in the woods yet. So we'll go find a campground and set up tent for one night. And that'll be good for her. She'll like that. And then I'll take my 15-year-old out, come back, and then later on, probably next weekend, take my 15-year-old out, and she'll go. She doesn't care, dispersed, primitive camping doesn't matter to her. She can handle her business. And we'll go set up for 2 nights. And have a good time. So I may take both of them for the second trip, I don't know. The 10-year-old's usually a little more rambunctious than the 15-year-old can deal with. Trust me, we don't hardly ever see them together in the house because the 10-year-old is like full of energy. The 15-year-old is very reserved, collected, and a lot more mature. So she went through her hyperactive phase. Now she's very, very educated and very wise for her age. So it shows. But me, I'm just anxious to go camping in the snow because I love doing that. I don't know why. I've loved being in the snow since I was a kid. My parents could tell you when I was little, I would grab a sled. We lived at the end of a road where it's a hill. It went down to the river. And in winter, it was all frozen, right? The river was. So I would go out in the morning with my sled, and I would come back at lunch, eat some food, go back out, and I would come back in time for dinner. So I would be on that hill sledding nonstop, like just like a hamster on a freaking wheel, just go 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 go. I'd be on there for 6-7 hours in a given day, and I love it. As a older teenager, I got into snowshoeing, downhill skiing, ice fishing, all that stuff. And I mean, if who is it? Who is that claymation guy from that old Christmas? Sergeant Klondike of the Yukon. I don't know what his name is. There one of those claymation Christmas thingies where Rudolph and I think it was Yukon Jack or Klondike. I can't remember his name. The dude was an operator, like straight up. He had a knife over here and a revolver over here. He was a straight up operator, special forces guy. I swear he had to be. If you could put him into a human form, I would resemble that. Because if that's me, it's like I would be out there in the woods with the bears, dodging bear poop. And I love it. I can do that. I could just, as long as I had somewhere we'll go back to, I could eat some good food, get warmed up, I could do that lifestyle. And that's what I'm aiming to. We're making ardent plans and putting money away now to go buy a chunk of land next spring, when the snow thaws up on the Kenai Peninsula. And we're not just relegating ourselves to the Kenai Peninsula. We'll look at other parts of Alaska, but it's got to be somewhere there's snow. The Southeast Panhandle, lovely area, good fishing, just not enough snow for me. I need a few feet. I need to be able to park my truck and put it away for the winter and pull the sled out and go to town on our snow machines. And that's what I need. I mean, there's plenty of hunting and fishing in the wintertime up in Alaska. Might as well enjoy it. So, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyhow, but yeah, so My intent is to stop doing so much of these little videos, some of these episodes, because we are an outdoor family. We tend to spend a lot of time outdoors. I just keep on forgetting to bring. We have a nice drone. We got cameras, yada yada yada, all that happy stuff. I just don't really get outside and do the things to take the time to make the videos and get the footage I want. So that's going to change, because I want to document what we do, not just for the channel, but for our own library. I want the girls to remember how things were when they were little and enjoy those things, and be able to come back and look at these videos and be like, oh yeah, that's right, we were up there that one year doing that. That's what the whole point of photography is, to remember where you're at. Anyhow, with that in mind, guys, stay safe, stay warm wherever you are, even Miami, Florida, because they got cold too. Orlando was sitting around the 30-degree mark during this whatever they bomb cyclone thing. Orlando, 30 degrees. I mean, not that Florida hasn't seen freezing temperatures before, but that's just unheard of. I mean, Orlando. I mean, Disney World shut down. It had to have. There's no way they kept that open. If I'm wrong, tell me. Let me know, guys. Talk to you later.